So the other day I was doing what I think most programmers do. I was online searching for help. Typically, you'll do Control F or Command F and search for a single word. But in this particular case, I was searching for a few words, and I really kind of wanted to just scroll through the website at my leisure. And I remember thinking, I could just code that. So I wanted to share that code with you all and kind of show you how it works. What I found that was really cool is that you can actually store and reuse code snippets in your browser, and it actually persists through all your different browser instances. All you have to do is go into your developer tools. You can do a right click and inspect on the website. That'll show you like the elements. You could also do Command Shift I or Control Shift I if you're in Windows. Usually you'll be on like the Elements tab. You just want to navigate to the Sources tab. If you're on the like sub tab, you could be on the page, but we're looking for specifically the snippets. So go to that. You can actually create your own snippets. I'll be sharing this code in a gist. Just looks like this. You can just copy and paste it, do whatever you want with this. So I just want to highlight quickly how this works. Basically, the top here, the config, is where you would do your searching. You can put in a word here and then whatever highlight color you want. So here I have the word how, and I want to highlight that with yellow. The word JavaScript with light pink. With word, I want cornflower blue. Where am I getting these colors from? This is kind of weird. There's a bunch of named colors here. I have a website here. It looks something like this. If you only want to do 2 words, you can just like kind of remove one. Now the syntax here does matter. So you need to have these like double quotes, and it needs to be within this array. The little square brackets, that does matter. All the parentheses and the commas do matter, but you know, once you get used to the syntax, it's not too bad. I will save. So you do need to save this whenever you want to run it, and you just click here and just click run, and it will just do exactly what you think it does. In this case, I have now highlighted the word how in JavaScript. It's consistent throughout the entire page. I can kind of move around as I want. I have a variable here which you can set to true or false. So if you want it to be case sensitive, that means that you want the actual casing here, the capitalization, to matter. So for example, if I want to match the word how and I want it to be capital H, how. So if I want it to be sensitive, I would say true and save that. And then I have to refresh the page just to clear, and then I will rerun this. And now you see the word how, if it's not capitalized, it's not going to be highlighted. All right, just to give a kind of real life practical example here, I am on the New York Times page, and I'm going to click one of these articles. Oh, this is a constant annoyance there. We have this like modal that pops up. You can actually get rid of this, open up your dev tools, and you go to this like little cog in the upper right. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's in the upper right, and you just scroll down to where you say debugger disable JavaScript. It'll actually kind of just turn that off and allow you to see the page. You just need to refresh. And now I can see the article without any problem. So that's fun. And I will run the script in my website. Now I have all those words highlighted exactly the way I want. For the curious who want to know how this is working, what I have here is, of course, the array of arrays that will be defined by the user. The first component is going to be the word to search, and then the second is going to be the color that it will be highlighted in. We have case sensitive as true or false. What I want to do is first sort the terms and actually put them in order of the search term. I want to do it backwards. I found that this was better because if you highlight a larger word, generally you want that one to be like highlighted, and then the smaller search term, if it shows up on top of that, you want that to be highlighted separately. Once you get past that, we have a for loop, and it will be searching through each of these terms and colors. Here I'm just deconstructing each searched word and color separately. Within the document, you can create this thing called a tree walker. It's like this object that will spit out the next element that you're searching for. In this case, we're searching for a text node, and so that's what we're finding, all text nodes essentially. And then what I'm creating here is a set, because I want to basically find all of the unique parents that have the text that we're searching for. Here we have a very unusual looking regular expression, as regular expressions tend to go. I find this is basically just ignoring any HTML tags. We definitely don't want to edit any tags that are within other tags. So we want to handle those separately. What we have here is to determine whether we want to be case sensitive or not. If we want to be case sensitive, then we will just leave it as a G for a regular expression. That's like a global search. And if we want it to be case insensitive, I is being added, which means insensitive. Then we're going to take our tree walker and grab the next text node. We're going to grab that text node's parent, and then we're going to properly ignore any script or style tags because those aren't really going to be something we can see anyway. Then we are using our regular expression to test to see if the text data, the actual text itself, matches this string that we're looking for. Then if it is true, if it is found, then we will take that parent and add it to our matching parents set. Once we're done with our while loop, then we know we have a set of unique parents that we want to target. Here we are constructing our span string. So the way I'm going to be adding this unique style to everything is to just create a span that has a specific background for that particular color. I'm creating the span that will be inserted on each parent, and here is where I'm inserting that unique color. This is the color that came from the specific search word color pairing. Here is something a little unusual. I have a $1. This is actually being used when we are referring to our regular expression. This is known as a capture group. I'm basically just grabbing whatever the capture group is and using that in our span. The reason I did this is I want to keep whatever the current state of the text is. For example, with capitalization, I might be doing a case insensitive match, but I still want whatever the text currently is to just stay what it is. When this regular expression finds this term, it's going to just use that in here. Once we have that established, we're going to go for each parent in our set. We're going to grab that parent and replace the match that our regular expression will find with this span string, and that's going to be replaced on the inner HTML. When we set the inner HTML, that will actually be rendered by the browser. Once we're done with all those parents, then we go to the next search word with its color, and we do that again, and then we are done at the end of that. All right, folks, if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good things, and I'll see you next time.